Okay, this is Bill Wen. I'm doing these videos in a chronological order. This is video 3, so if you haven't seen 1 and 2, you really should go back and watch those first. But here we go. So at the end of video 2, what we were doing was we were covering statistics and setting up campaigns. I realized this could be Greek for some of you, and it was Greek for me at one time, but once you begin to understand it, you can use it to save money and you can use it to make money. If you didn't watch video 2, you got to go back and check that out. So we've covered now, as an Izigg distributor, we've covered setting up your personal info, we've covered looking at your stats, we've covered viewing your leads, we've covered editing your capture page, changing your capture page. Another thing that's really important, setting up your text messaging so you get a text message each time a prospect comes through your page, so that you can call them if you're on the road. Another thing that I'm going to go ahead and cover here is the affiliate center. And the reason why I want to cover this is because you can actually not only cover the monthly cost of your 65 Leads account, but you can actually make money with this. You know, the more you promote it, and you can promote it outside of the Izigg team that you're building to make money. If you have other websites out there, stick it on there, whatever it may be. But what you want to do is you want to go to the affiliate center, and right here it's going to give you your URL to promote it. So you want to copy that and you want to be able to stick it out there on the internet. This is what you want to send to your 65 Leads organization to go ahead and build your own referrals. Make sure, of course, that you respect the code of honor within a network marketing, that you're not referring other people's people to this program. Make sure everyone gets the opportunity to refer the people. So once you start referring people, you'll be able to go to my referrals, and again, I just set this account up so there's nothing in here. But like a lot of different MLM software, you're going to be able to see your genealogy here in a tree, as well as a table report, and it's going to show you all the people. It'll show you your earnings. Payouts are monthly, and to my knowledge you have to have at least $20 in there to get paid out. I've made some very good money with this system already. Go back to the home. Now this is the compensation plan, and it's really a great plan, and I just want to take a brief moment to explain it so that you're familiar with it, you see the power of it and the value of it. Let's see if I can get this to blow up a little bit here on my screen. There we go. So what we have here, and you can read this, but I'm not even going to read it right now. I'm just going to show you the little graphic because I think this can explain it. So what will happen is, say for example, this is Joe. Oops. Say this up here is Joe, and Joe is the one that enrolled you in the 65 Leads program. When you enroll your first person, that person is actually going to get assigned to Joe. You're not going to make any money on this first person, nor are you going to make any money on this first person's organization. Some people don't like that. It's a little bit of a trade-off, but in the end, it's really great. And here's why. Your enroller is not going to make any more money off anyone else you bring in. Instead, now this is where you're going to have a big profit center. So now let's look at the power of the 1-up. Now that you have qualified yourself by enrolling one, which gets passed up, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, sixth, and on are all assigned directly to you, notated here by the arrows, and we're just looking at the green level right now. Just like your first person went up to Joe, these first people here looking at the green characters, their first person's going to go up to you as well. And then also the yellow character's first person is going to go up to you as well, and the blue and the purple and the blue, and etc. And this goes all the way down to infinity. There's never any guarantees, and I don't want to hype this up. Everything requires, people ask me, Bill, how did you become successful? I say blood, sweat, and tears. I don't believe money grows on trees. I don't, despite what my great grandmother told me. and the little bushes she used to have with dollar bills tied to them. I don't believe money grows on trees. I don't believe there's any honest get-rich-quick scheme that doesn't require some either skills, talents, or something. But the reality is that even if you only enrolled 2 people in the system, if this is active and everybody is referring one person, in theory, and I've seen it in practice, because this is a compensation plan that some network marketing companies operate on, you could have 100 people down this one leg, and you're making $5 from every single person. So you could literally make, say, $500 a month from referring 2. Of course, your odds are going to increase greatly the more people you refer. So if you're someone who refers a lot of people, maybe you recruit 50, 60, 70, 100 people into a business. This is your full-time job. This is your main income. You know the potential. Now you think about that. It's just real simple and realistically. You bring 100 people in. Maybe 20 of those people get into the system and stay in the system, and those 20 people bring in maybe 10 people, and those people stay in. Eventually, when you really break it down to a realistic picture, you've definitely cleared the cost of your system and you're making money. And the great thing is you have friends that have opted not to get into Izigg with you, which is their loss because it's a great company and everything that's happening is really hot. But if they're doing other programs, then you can still offer this system to them, because this is duplication and this is an awesome system. This is the only lead capture page system that I use, and I've been completely satisfied. Like I said before, I've made 6-figure incomes in the industry. That's really going to wrap up the core training that I want to do for this system. That's going to give you a great start on everything. So with that, we're going to wrap it. I was going to tell you, there's a group of us marketers that are also putting together a system. It's kind of like the ABCs of getting started in network marketing. We know that when new people come into the industry, it's confusing, and there can be a very simple path to get on. But typically there are what I would say 7 or 8 steps that are foundational to establishing, or I should say getting off on the right foot to the industry. If you establish this, you're going to be much more successful than just going fly by night, hit or miss type situation. So what we're doing is we're setting up a web page that's going to have an extremely nominal fee, and the reason we have to have some kind of fee is because we are actually putting lots of stuff in there that we've put a lot of time into creating. There's going to be stuff in there that I am personally selling outside of this site for hundreds and thousands of dollars. For those of you who know about backlinking and building web page SEO, and I spend lots of money buying material from people that do work. I outsource work, and so I can't just give these things away for free. But we're offering all this at an extremely low price. Now that system is going to be at a website called Online Marketing Tools Pro. This is just going to be awesome. I've spent years perfecting my own online sales, and there's other guys, obviously guys that I communicate with that have even systems similar to this, but you're talking $27, $47, even $97 a month to be part of those systems. And what we want to do is we just wanted to start off, offer something to give people a great start on what they're doing. So take a look at that, and with that I'm going to sign off, wishing you the best. Get into that system and watch your Izigg business grow.